When most people think of ancient wonders, their minds immediately turn to Egypt. Yet some of the most intriguing sights on Earth lie far beyond the shadow of the pyramids. In southeastern Turkey, the stone enclosures of Göbekli Tepe and Karahan Tepe have challenged long-held assumptions about the origins of civilization. Constructed thousands of years before many of the world's great monuments, they raise a profound question. What inspired people of that era to undertake projects of such scale and complexity? Thousands of miles away, in Indonesia, the megalithic site of Gunung Padang sits atop an ancient volcanic formation. Its true age and origins remain subjects of ongoing discussion, yet the site continues to captivate researchers and explorers alike. Across the Pacific, the massive stone walls of Sacsayhuamán overlook the city of Cusco in Peru. Some individual stones weigh hundreds of tons, fitted together with a precision that continues to inspire admiration centuries after their construction. And in Mexico, monumental structures such as Cholula stand as reminders of civilizations that possess remarkable architectural, astronomical, and cultural knowledge. Their traditions spoke of cycles of time, celestial observation, and legendary figures whose stories have endured through generations. Separated by oceans, languages, and thousands of years, these sites share no obvious connection. Yet they all point toward the same question. Have we underestimated the capabilities of those who came before us? For archaeologists and historians, these sites are not mysteries without explanations. Over decades of research, excavation, and analysis, scholars have developed theories based on the evidence available to them. The people who built these monuments were not viewed as possessing supernatural abilities, but as highly capable human beings responding to the challenges and opportunities of their time. Stone by stone, generation by generation, knowledge accumulated, techniques improved, communities organized, civilizations emerged. In many cases, the conventional explanations are both reasonable and supported by substantial evidence. Yet despite this, certain questions continue to inspire debate, not because the past is unknowable, but because our understanding of it is always evolving. New discoveries have repeatedly forced historians to revise assumptions once considered settled. Göbekli Tepe itself transformed ideas about the timeline of early civilization. Other sites continue to generate discussion regarding their age, construction methods, and original purpose. This does not mean that accepted explanations are necessarily wrong, but it does remind us that history is not a finished book. It is an ongoing investigation. And perhaps the most valuable questions are not those that challenge what we know, but those that reveal how much remains to be discovered. Perhaps the most overlooked possibility is not that ancient civilizations possess technologies beyond our understanding. It is that they possess capabilities within our understanding that we have simply underestimated. When we look at the monuments of the ancient world, we often focus on the finished result, the stones, the structures, the engineering. But every monument began somewhere far less tangible, as an idea. Before a single stone was moved, someone imagined it. Before a wall was constructed, someone envisioned it. Before generations of labor brought a monument into existence, a human mind first conceived of what did not yet exist. This is one of the most extraordinary abilities of our species, the ability to transform thought into reality. Every city, every bridge, every cathedral, every invention that surrounds us today began as a possibility within the mind of another human being. And yet when we look into the distant past, we sometimes assume that those who came before us were fundamentally limited in ways that we are not. What if that assumption is mistaken? What if ancient civilizations were not remarkable because they possessed abilities beyond humanity, but because they developed human abilities to extraordinary levels? patience, focus, observation, ingenuity, cooperation, vision, qualities that remain available to us today, yet are often overlooked in a world obsessed with technological advancement. Perhaps the true mystery is not how these monuments were built. Perhaps it is how easily we forget what human beings are capable of achieving when united by a shared purpose. History offers countless examples of achievements that appeared impossible until they were accomplished. Cathedrals that required centuries of planning and construction. Cities that transformed entire landscapes. Works of art so intricate that they continue to inspire awe hundreds of years later. Scientific breakthroughs that reshaped our understanding of the universe. Again and again, human beings have demonstrated an extraordinary capacity to imagine possibilities that do not yet exist, and then dedicate themselves to bringing them into reality. The monuments of the ancient world may represent another expression of this same principle, not evidence of powers beyond humanity, but evidence of what humanity can achieve when knowledge is accumulated across generations, when purpose is shared, and when vision extends beyond a single lifetime. Perhaps one of the greatest misconceptions of the modern world is the belief that technological advancement and human capability are the same thing. Technology changes rapidly. Human nature changes slowly. When viewed through that lens, the ancient monuments scattered across our planet begin to look less like anomalies, and more like reminders. Reminders that human beings have always been capable of extraordinary achievements. Perhaps the fascination these places inspire has less to do with the stones themselves, and more to do with what they reveal about the people who placed them there. The greatest mystery may not be what ancient civilizations knew. The greatest mystery may be whether we have underestimated what human beings are capable of achieving, and perhaps that is a question worth exploring further.